Uh, Welcome to all of you in Udan Maths Academy by Amit Kumar. In today's class, we will study about the concept of reduction formula, means how we can apply the concept of reduction formula to find the value of some angle which is greater than 90 degree. In first quadrant, you can check here we have angle from 0 to 90 degree. You can say from 0 to 90 degree. In second quadrant, we can say we have angle from 90 to 180 degree. In third quadrant, we have angle 180 to 270 degree. And in fourth quadrant, we have angle 270 to 0 degree, can say, or we can say 360 degree. 360 degree. Again, if we rotate, then this angle after one complete revolution, this one is 360. Again we rotate, then we can write 360 plus 90. Then in this way we can write a next angle. So if you know the value of sine theta in any triangle, if value of sine theta is given which is equal to 1 upon 3, so this value is equal to p upon h. So using the concept of Pythagoras theorem, we can easily find the value of h also. So once you have idea about any two sides, we can apply the concept of Pythagoras theorem and we can find the third one using. And once you find the third side, you can easily find the rest all trigonometric ratios like cos theta, tan theta, cot theta and rest all ratio. But what we can do in case of concept of reduction formula, if we have idea about the value of sine theta, just consider sine theta is equal to root 3 upon 2 is given. Then how we can find the value of sine 90 plus theta, how we can find the value of 180 plus theta, 180 minus theta, and these all value. So this is the main concept of reduction formula. Means if we have idea about sine theta is equal to root 3 upon 2, you can say here theta is equal to 60 degree, because sine 60 is equal to root 3 upon 2. We can easily find the value of sine 90 plus theta. We can again find the value of sine 180 plus theta. We can find the value of sine 180 minus theta, 270 plus theta, 270 minus theta. So how we can apply the concept? We have a short trick how we can apply this trick and solve some question related to reduction formula. This one is very important. So I will give some example. Before that, I will define what is the basic definition of sine theta. How we can define sine theta. You can consider any point on the given circle. We just consider we have a point P. This is a point P which lies on a circle here. And if you check the from origin to this point, match this complete value from origin to P. If you match this point with origin to P, then we get some, give me 1 minute, distance from x-axis. So this is the distance from x-axis, and if you try to measure, this is the distance from y-axis. Distance of P from x-axis means we are talking about the perpendicular distance. Let's say this distance is equal to, this angle is theta, this angle is theta. So how we can define the value of sine theta? Sine theta is defined as, this one is let's say m and this one is let's say n. So sine theta is defined as distance of point P from x-axis. So this distance is equal to P into m, whole divide upon radius of the circle. Just consider this one is capital R. So radius of the circle is capital R, or we can write radius. This is the basic definition of sine theta. Applying this concept, we can find any angle from 0 to 90 degree. Just consider we are taking some other example how we can apply this concept. If we take some example, in this example we have a circle. This is a circle and we need to find some trigonometric ratios using this formula. So we can easily plot some circle and take some angle like theta. This is a circle, we take some large circle here, and this is a theta here, this angle is theta. And what's happened if we take the value P? In this case P is lies on x-axis. So from the basic definition, if you talking about the theta, then this is the line. So what is theta here? This theta is equal to 0 for this case. Theta is equal to 0. So what is the value of sine 0? If you want to measure the value of sine 0, then you can check the distance of point P from x-axis is equal to 0, and in each and every case our radius is capital R. So 0 upon R is equal to 0. First case, if we try to find the value of sine 90, so we can take theta is equal to 90 degree. So when theta is equal to 90 degree, when this P point lies here, I will give some other color for this. Okay, when P point lies on second point, this one is P second, this one is P first. So when P lies on y-axis, then you can check, we can take 90 degree with the positive direction of x-axis, so we can find the value of sine 90 degree. What is the distance of point P from the x-axis? We are interested to find the perpendicular distance only. So this complete distance is equal to R, because this one is equal to radius. We can write radius R divide upon, what is the radius of circle? Radius R. So R upon R is equal to 1. That's why we can take the value of sine 90 is equal to 0. If you want to find the value of sine 45, means we can find the value of sine 45, sine 30, sine 60. These all value can be find by some derivation. I will find in next video. So how we can find the value of sine 45? So in case of sine 45, this point P lies here, and this angle is, let's say this one is third, P3, and in this case this complete angle is 45 degree. So if you want, you can measure the complete length by the help of any thread. Means we are talking about the basic concept only. So we can easily measure this distance. And what is the distance? Let's say this one is m, so this distance is m into p, m into p distance. So write m into p distance here, and again you can find the radius, and radius is r, then you can write down the net answer. So this is the basic concept of sine theta. Using the concept, we can find some angle from 0 to 90 degree. We can find 30 degree, 0 degree, 60 degree, 45 and 90 degree using some derivation. But in case of some 45, 60, 30, we can apply the concept of, means some instrument, like we can use thread, and we can apply and we can find the approx value. Next, how we can find the value of cos theta? Again, cos theta is defined as same as sine theta. So we can first plot the first circle. Let's consider this is the circle here. In this circle, we need to find the value of cos theta. So cos theta is defined as distance of point P from y-axis. So if we take some point here, let's say this distance is P, this point is P. So what is the distance of P from y-axis? So you can check, this is the perpendicular distance from y-axis. And if you are talking about the radius, then this one is the radius r. So let's say this distance is radius r, or better to write in a small r, center is O, and this distance is Pm. So cos theta is defined as OM. This angle is 90 degree. So this distance is equal to, not OM, this one is MP is the perpendicular distance, and radius is, let's say, small r. In this way we can define. So using this concept, can we find the value of cos 0? If theta is equal to 0, one by one we will try to find. If theta is equal to 0, then where P point will lie? Definitely P point lie on x-axis, because this time theta is equal to 0. And how we can measure theta? With the positive direction of x-axis. If theta is equal to 0, so what is the distance of point P from y-axis? Means y-axis means this one is y-axis, y, and minus y is y-axis. So we can measure this distance is equal to r. So cos 0 is equal to r, because this distance is r here, and we are taking a small r, so better to write a small r for this. We can write a small r divide upon a small r, so this value is equal to 1. So cos 0 is equal to 1. If we take theta is equal to 90 degree, then what is the value of cos 90? We can write here, if we take theta 90 degree, then P point lie here. So what is the distance of P double dash from y-axis? You can check, this distance is equal to 0, and radius is always r, so this distance is equal to 0. So you can check cos 0 is equal to 1, cos 90 is equal to 1. We can apply this concept. Next, if we know the value of sin theta and cos theta, so we can easily write the value of tan 0 degree. Tan 0 degree is equal to sin 0 degree and divide upon cos 0 degree, and 0 upon 1, so this value is again 0. So once we can find the value of sine cos, we can easily find the rest all trigonometric ratios. These all are some basic concept. But how we can apply to, means how we can find the value of 180 or something. Listen, if you want to find the value of cos 180, you can easily find. If P lies here, just consider if P lies here. So this complete angle is 180. This time our theta is equal to 180. So if we write theta is equal to 180, then what is the value of cos 180? This time we are taking value cos 180. So cos 180 is equal to, this time this complete angle is 180 and this distance we are taking in negative direction. So we can write minus r here, because from origin this p triple dash distance lies in left side. So minus r, and this distance is r, so complete value is equal to minus 1. So we can easily apply the basic definition of sin theta in any question and we can easily find the value. This is the advantage of this. Next one is how we can find the value of sin 180 plus theta, sin 180 minus theta. For this we need to use some again basic concept here, and the basic concept is, always remember in first quadrant, this is the first quadrant, in first quadrant all trigonometric ratios are positive. All trigonometric ratios are positive. All means sine, cos, tan, cot, secant and cosec, all are positive. In second quadrant only sine is positive. Only sine is positive. If sine is positive, then reciprocal of sine is cosec, then definitely cosec theta is also positive. Rest all are negative. Only these two are positive. In third quadrant you can check only tan theta is positive. If tan theta is positive, then definitely reciprocal is also positive. Rest all are negative. Third things. Next one is, in fourth quadrant you can check only cos is positive. Once you can define that cos is positive, then reciprocal of cos is secant theta, then definitely secant theta is also positive. So always remember, in first quadrant all trigonometric ratios positive, in second quadrant only sine and cosec positive, in third quadrant tan, cot positive, and in fourth quadrant cos and secant positive. How we can find this value, I will show you by using some diagram, but this one is not for your use. Means why sine is positive, why cos is positive. If you take some circle here, then if you take any point here, so if you take perpendicular distance from x-axis upon radius, then this one is positive. If you take perpendicular distance from y-axis, then positive, divide upon radius. So using the basic definition, if sine and cos is positive, then all are positive, because sine upon cos is tan, reciprocal of tan is cot, reciprocal of cos is secant, and reciprocal of sine is cosec, so all are positive. If you consider in second quadrant, then you can check in second quadrant, if you try to find the value of perpendicular distance from x-axis, then if we move upside or in right side, then we get some positive value. Means if we move on right side, then we get some positive value. If we move right side or upside, then we get some positive value. But if we move in left side, then we get negative value, and if we move downside, then again we get some negative value. So if you try to find the value of sine theta from the basic definition, you can check. We first measure the distance from the x-axis, so this distance is positive, so positive, and divide upon radius, again positive, because radius is always positive, so sine is positive. But once you want to find the value of cos theta in second quadrant, you can check. We measure the distance from y-axis in negative direction, so this distance is negative here. So once you decide that this distance is negative, then cos theta is negative. If sine positive, cos negative, then ratio of sine upon cos is negative, like tan is negative. In this way we can define. Got it? In third quadrant, if you take some point P here, so if you try to measure the distance from x-axis, then this distance is negative, means sine is negative in third quadrant. If you measure the distance or value of cos theta, then you measure this distance, perpendicular distance from y-axis. So again, this one is negative, so negative divide upon negative, so tan is positive here. In this way we can decide in which quadrant which one is positive. So our summary is: first quadrant all positive, first quadrant all positive, second quadrant only sine positive and sine is, then cosec is positive, sine and cosec is positive. In third quadrant we have only tan and cot positive, and in fourth quadrant we have only cos and secant positive, cos and secant positive. So till here we can apply the concept of positive and negative. So please confirm all this value. You can check the basic definition of sine theta. If you want, you can take the screenshot of complete figure from basic to here, and we will move to the next topic. Do it fast. Okay, thank you. In next we can write down the value of sine 180 or something. How we can find the value? In your NCRT book or in your any competitive book, in any module, you can see you have a topic like reduction formula of 90 plus theta. You have a reduction formula for 90 minus theta. So in this way we have more than 10 formula, but not 10, I think 8 only. But no need to remember all these formula. If you apply the basic concept only, then easily you can find all these values. So how you can find? Listen, if P is written here and we take this complete angle is equal to 150 degree. This complete angle is 150 degree. If you are applying the concept of reduction formula, then two things must be clear. The value of trigonometric ratios from 0 to 90, this must be clear, and in which quadrant which value is positive and which value is negative, this should also be clear. So if you take P here, then you can check how we can find the value of sine 150. Sine 150. How we can find the value of cos 150. How we can find the value of tan 150. I will show you by some example. Listen, this one is very easy. For this we can use some two basic concept. First concept is this x-axis is horizontal line. This x-axis is horizontal line. Again this one is horizontal line. But if you talk about y-axis, then this one is vertical line. So I write here vertical line, and again this one is vertical line. First concept is done, horizontal line and vertical line. If you talk about this angle, then this angle is 0 degree or 360 degree. This angle is 90 degree, or in radian system we can say this angle is pi upon 2. This angle is 180 degree, or in radian system we can say pi radian. Right, like pi radian. In this, if you talk about this angle, then this angle is 270 degree, and this one is pi upon 2, this one is 2 pi upon 2, so this one is 3 pi upon 2. Okay, 3 pi upon 2 radian. How we can write the value? Listen, sine 150, try to break the complete angle as 90 plus theta, 90 minus theta, 180 plus theta, 180 minus theta, or 270 plus theta, 270 minus theta. In this way, break in this way. You break like horizontal line plus some angle and vertical line plus some angle. You can write some value theta, and theta must be lies between 0 to 90. Theta must be lies to 0 to 90. So can we write sine 150 is equal to sine of 90 plus theta, 90 plus 60. If you try to write the value sine 90 plus 60, then in grade 10th you studied about what is the value of sine 90 minus theta. Sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. So once you write the value sine 90 plus theta, this becomes cos 60 right first. But you need to check also In what is the sign of sine and cos in which quadrant? You can check. First we write sine 60. But in second quadrant, we can check 150 angle is in second quadrant. So in second quadrant, this complete value must be some positive. So what is the value here? First, replace. Cos 60 is equal to 1 upon 2 directly. So answer is 1 upon 2. One more things. And this concept is very important. If we change about horizontal line, horizontal line means like 360 plus theta, 180 plus theta, 180 minus theta, then no change. Means in trigonometric ratios, no change will be there. First thing is clear. But whenever we change with vertical line means pi upon 2 plus theta, pi upon 2 minus theta, 3 pi by 2 plus theta, 3 pi by 2 minus theta, I will write. In this case, all trigonometric ratios change to its complementary, like sine will change in cos, sine theta will change in, not right directly, sine will change in cos, cos will change in sine, tan will change in cot, cot will change in tan, and secant will change in cosec, and cosec will change in secant. So how we can apply this one is if you solve 2-3 questions, then everything will clear, don't worry. So we can write here sine 90 plus theta is equal to cos theta. For this angle we can write cos of 90 plus 60. So first write 90 plus 60, but as we know, in this case we are changing about vertical line because 90 is on vertical line. So sine cos will change in sine. So first write here sine 60. First step done, write sine 60. But here our complete angle is 150 degree and 150 degree is in second quadrant, and as we know cos is negative in second quadrant, so write negative sign. So what is the value here? Minus root 3 upon 2, because sine 60 is root 3 upon 2. Next, tan 150. So we can write tan of 90 plus 60 directly, and 90 plus theta, again vertical line, so tan will change in cot, so write first cot 60. In second we need to check the sign also. So tan 90 plus theta, tan 150. In second quadrant, this one is second quadrant, in second quadrant you can check tan is negative, so we need to write here negative. Don't check the sign of this 60, we need to check the sign of complete 150. So what is the angle here? Minus, and cot 60 is equal to 1 upon root 3. So in this way we can find some trigonometric ratios. Next, we can again apply the concept here, and we can find some value like sine 150 is there. So how we can write sine 150 in some different way? We can write sine 150. First write sine 150, and sine 150 can also be written as sine of 180 minus 30 degree. This time we can check this one change with horizontal line, means 180 lies on horizontal line here. So 180 minus theta, so sine remains no change here, sine will sine only, so write sine 30. And what is the value of sine 150? Means 150 is in positive, so write down here positive sign. So what is the value of sine 30? 1 upon 2. So first one is here, again this one is first one, you can check these two answer is same. For the second one, cos 150 can be written as cos of 180 minus 30, and this complete angle is equal to cos of 180 minus 30, or in second quadrant we can write directly 30, but 150 is negative in second quadrant, so write negative sign here. So this one is minus root 3 upon 2. You can check these two value is same, means horizontal no change, means trigonometric ratio remains same, we need to check only sign, but in vertical we change in its complementary. So thank you everyone, how we can apply, and we will solve some more question in next video. So have a nice day. Thank you everyone.